There is a significant shift that we can make in the world today that will greatly benefit our spiritual path and help us in our process of spiritual evolution, expansion of consciousness. And that is the big shift that moves away from living life in the mind according to our thoughts, our emotions, and our belief systems, and shifting into living from the heart, which is an experience of spontaneity, of intuition, of felt sense, of sense of knowing, and it is almost without thought. The heart is considered in many traditions to be the seat of the soul, and it's also considered to be the higher mind. So what we're doing today, if we are living in the mind, and most of us make this journey for many, many years, and living in the mind basically means that you have a belief system and you experience your world through perceiving it through your belief system. We cannot actually see beyond what we believe, and therefore when people talk about a veil to the other dimensions or a veil to another realm, it is the physical that is the veil, and it is these belief systems that we hold about our physical reality that is the veil. And we can totally change our mind and gain wisdom and heal and do many things while we are living in the mind. But the true gift of the spiritual path comes when we begin to unravel all of these belief systems and our consciousness shifts and expands and we begin seeing things differently, and then we are really equipped to do the work of undoing the belief systems that are fear-based. These are all conditioned belief systems that we've been basically given since we came into the world. There's nothing wrong with them, but it is very limiting. And these belief systems are really designed to keep us safe, to keep us in the mindset of believing that we are a body and that we are separate from other bodies. And therefore our entire experience of living in the mind is basically one of, do I like this? Do I not like this? Is this good? Is this evil? Is this positive? Is this negative? So it is living in a world of polarity where the polarities are moving us from one side to the other, and we are always swinging the pendulum, so to speak, so that we can learn from this experience. And we can definitely transcend negativity. We can let go of it. We can change our mind. We can do many things in this state. It's not a useless state. In fact, it fuels the majority of our path for many, many years. When we reach a point where our consciousness is expanded enough, we begin sensing that we can know things, we can feel things, we can intuit things. And if we really pay attention, we're going to realize that those sensations are actually coming from an open heart, and they are made possible through the higher chakras. When you are in the heart and you are living from the heart, you have the ability to see beyond the physical and see beyond the belief systems of the physical. And therefore, you can actually see into other dimensions. You can see beyond the veil. You can hear other dimensions. This is how some people can actually perhaps become aware that they have a guardian angel, or they can hear guidance that's coming in. Third eye and throat and heart chakras being open, we can have a deep sense of knowing. It's not a gut feeling, it's a knowing in the heart. When you feel in the gut, many times you are within the living from the mind. And that is an emotional, visceral, emotional reaction that says, no, this is not right. But the heart is a very, very different process. In my opinion, and based on my experience, the heart is basically the compass for our rapid spiritual evolution. If we want the short path home, we want to do what we can to start living in the heart. And the way that we do that is we do the work to move away from judgments, move away from discerning and making decisions based on our belief systems, and we surrender that. We really surrender that. Now, the mind and our thought process and our emotions don't go away. They serve a very useful purpose for us in our life. They are essential, actually. But when the heart is our compass, the mind then serves the heart. And the heart is the higher mind, the more direct path to expansion and spiritual evolution, and one where we can make rapid changes. It is the place where our spiritual guides, our spiritual masters, whoever they might be, can really reach us if we are quiet and if we are comfortable being in the heart. The one big obstacle to living in the heart is basically trusting ourselves, trusting our experience. And I know from my own experience that I've been tested in that many times. And each time that I have surrendered and trusted my intuition, my knowing, my clairvoyance, my clairaudience, my claircognizance, I have made great strides and understood things that I could not understand before. This has been my own personal journey. I'm very much an advocate of living from the heart, so much so that I actually feel that a purpose for me in this lifetime is to share this wisdom about living from the heart with others. It is really essential for me. It has been a life changer and has, in situations that have been very dark, where I have not been able to see because of the fears I had or whatever, the emotion that was clouding my judgment, when I actually took several deep breaths and just got quiet and rested in my heart, all of the chaos and fear kind of burns away, and then what is left is what I pay attention to. And when I get that nugget of wisdom, I have learned to trust it completely, because I've been tested in ways that were really, really hard to surrender to. But I did so, and I realized and it was validated for me how important it is to learn this new way of living and experiencing life. You can almost equate this big shift in how we see the world to having a complete upgrade of processing chip and operating system in a computer. Everything is new, you have greater capacity, greater reach. You can basically go anywhere with upgrades of that nature and technology. So this is an upgrade in spiritual technology for us. And it is very powerful. And if you have an interest in this and you want to talk about it a little bit, just contact me through my website, and I'd be glad to have that conversation with you. I'm sure I will be talking more about this in the future. I'm Karen Kovacs, and I'm here on the planet at this time to extend Lotus Light Reiki in the world. Thank you.